Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Moviesnips. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not a method of faster than light travel or FTL exists in the Blade Runner universe. So I want to elaborate on this topic because it's a frequently asked question that Blade Runner fans want a clear and concise answer to. About 2 decades before the events of Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, humanity launched a terrible world war with itself, during which much of the planet was destroyed, presumably by some kind of nuclear holocaust. This war was referred to as World War Terminus in the novel, and I've actually made a separate video on this. So most land-based plant and animal life went extinct as a consequence of the war, and marine life probably didn't fare much better. The human genome had also become corrupted as a result of the nuclear fallout in the atmosphere. So this caused the United Nations to encourage mass immigrations to off-world colonies to preserve humanity's genetic integrity. So logically, some method of advanced space travel had to be developed in order for humanity to travel to these far-off destinations. So before I get into the supporting evidence for FTL in the movies, I'd like to point out that the only off-world colony mentioned in Dick's novel was the Mars colony. So since Mars is in close proximity to Earth, FTL wasn't an issue in the novel. However, the Blade Runner movies considerably expanded upon humanity's exodus to off-world destinations, citing examples of locations in the galaxy that are light years away from the Earth. So the first argument that we could make for FTL in the Blade Runner universe is the lifespan of the Nexus 6 line of replicants from the first 1982 film. As far as I'm aware, these replicants are manufactured only on Earth. Due to their short lifespans of only 4 years, it would mean space travel to the colonies would be relatively quick, or replicants would die before even reaching their destination. Of course, if some form of suspended animation exists, this point would be invalid. So towards the end of the first Blade Runner film, when replicant Roy Batty delivers his famous monologue, he mentions attack ships on fire at the shoulder of Orion and sea beams glittering in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. So the Orion Nebula is located some 1,344 light years away from Earth, and the Tannhauser Gate, although not clearly explained or shown in the movie, is presumably some kind of wormhole or jump gate. This is evidence enough to suggest that some of the off-world colonies are nowhere near our solar system. So in Blade Runner 2049, Wallace mentions that with his replicants, he managed to take humanity to 9 new worlds. Remember that Wallace rose to prominence and acquired Tyrell Corp by 2020 at the earliest, which means that in 29 years, Wallace Industries helped colonize 9 new planets. So the only habitable planets on our solar system are our Earth and possibly Mars with some form of life support. So this leads us to believe that at least 8 of the mentioned worlds were beyond the reaches of our solar system. Furthermore, in the scene towards the beginning of the movie in which Replicant K confronts Replicant Sapper Morden, K notices Morden's military-issue utility bag and comments that Calantha must have been brutal. It is clearly evident that Calantha is not a planet that exists within our own solar system. Also, in Blade Runner 2049, off-world calls are advertised, promising the ability to call off-world anytime, anywhere. So given the absurd distances of space, the ability to call off-world strongly suggests that humans have found a way to transmit information at faster than light speeds. So there you have it. Going by the evidence presented to us in the movies, it is almost a certainty that some form of faster than light travel does actually exist in the Blade Runner universe. I'd like to thank you for watching my video today. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please check out my channel for more lore videos.